Hey everybody, it's Patrick. Welcome to your stabilizing yoga practice. Let's start with our toes tucked, sitting on the heels, also known as toes pose. Keep a nice tall spine. As you guys may know, this is one of my favorite yoga poses. I think it's something that everybody should do every single day. It's great for the health of your feet. It's great for your ankles, your shins, and also your posture overall. Try and have a nice lifted chest, a nice ease to your breathing. And if this is a bit too challenging for you because your toes get a little bit sore, your bottoms of the feet are a little bit tight, feel free to put something like a cushion in between your heels and your bum, or just lean forwards a little bit. We won't be here for too long, but it's nice to take the leverage that you can into the position. Allow a steadiness to your breath. Good. Take one or two more moments here. And then bring your hands to the floor. Sitting back towards your heels like child's pose. And then inhale, pull the body forward, hands and knees. Look out. Sit the hips back towards the heels like child's pose. And then pull the body forward, shoulders over wrists. Sit the hips back in space. And then pull the body forward. Just trying to feel the stability as you move from place to place. Noticing the simple movements that happen as you start off with this very basic and well-connected flow. Throughout our practice today, try and come into a control of every little piece. Every little piece. Feel the shoulders stack on top of the wrists. Bring the knees a bit more towards the center. Stabilize the shoulders. And then reach the left hand forward, reach the right foot back. Lift the right hip a little bit higher. Take the inhale. On your exhale, bring right knee and left elbow to touch. Reach the left hand out, reach the right foot back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Touch. Reach left arm out, right foot back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, touch. Right foot reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Right knee finds a home on the floor. Step the left foot back, modified side plank pose. Let your left arm reach up. Push through the outer edge of the left foot. Take the inhale. And then rise onto your right fingertips to lengthen your side body. Feel the instability here. Try and lift the left foot off the ground. Set the left foot down. Float the right hand off the ground. Graze the floor. Good. Maybe try and float the left foot off the ground too. It's one of the toughest little balances that you'll find in your body. Great way to warm up. Great way to laugh at yourself. Bring your right hand back to the floor. Bend your left knee, catch the left ankle. Kick to open the left shoulder, left hip. Drive through the right thumb. Feel the chest spinning. And exhale, release. Return left hand and left knee to floor. Find yourself back to your center position. Find your hands, find your knees, find your feet. Reach your right hand out in front of you, getting long. Reach your left foot back behind you. Push through the left thumb. Take the inhale here. On the exhale, right elbow to left knee, touch. Reach your right hand forward and your left hand back. Right elbow to left knee, touch. Reach right hand forward and left hand back. Try and keep the left shoulder over the wrist. Right elbow, left knee, touch. Reach right hand out in front of you, left toes back behind you. Lower your left knee to the floor. Open your right foot up. Modified Vashisthasana side plank. Stabilizing yourself here. Lean forward, float the right foot off the ground. Active in the core. Set the right foot down. Rise onto the left fingertips. Begin to just brush the mat with your left hand. Let it hang as an anchor. And then see from here if you could float the right foot off the ground. Again, try and float the left hand and the right foot. It's a funny balance, especially if you keep your left shin parallel with the sides of the mat. You'll feel your core activating. It's one of those things that doesn't look hard, but it's actually quite tricky. Bring your left hand to the floor. Swing your left shin out to the side, bend your right knee, catch the right ankle, kick and open the hip a little bit here. Push down into the left thumb, lengthen through the left shoulder, left side body. Exhale, release, and return to center. Find your hands, knees, feet. Push into the thumbs, tuck the toes, push your hips all the way up and back in space. Downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. We're gonna hold this plank for a little bit. So push through the thumbs, get active in the legs, reach your heels towards the space behind the edge of your mat. Inhale, lift the heart up and fill the space in between the shoulder blades. See if you can hold here. Again, coming into your stability, playing with the balance, playing with effort, and also finding your focus and your connection to what you're doing right now. Remember to breathe. From here, stay in your plank pose, but drop your chin towards your chest. Push the hands down, let the hips drop a little bit. We call this our introverted plank. Full protraction of the shoulder blades as much as you possibly can. Feel them spreading wide. Lift the space in between them as much as possible. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Back into your normal plank pose. And push into your downward facing dog. As you get into your downward facing dog, instead of walking it out a ton like normal, find a nice stable position. Maybe the heels are lifted, maybe the knees are bent, maybe the legs are straight, heels are grounded, right? One thing that's nice about grounding the heels, if that's accessible for you, is the pose feels like home. It feels a bit more stable, you're a bit more rooted. Full hand, full foot grounding creates a nice connection, 4 points of contact with the floor. A perfect structure, if you will. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. And lower to the floor in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the hips land. Set the fingertips up wider than the chest, wider than the mat potentially. Roll shoulders onto back, oscillating cobra pose. Push down and lift up. And exhale, lower. Push down and lift up. Exhale, lower. Push down and lift up. Exhale, lower. Push down and lift up. Exhale, lower. Locust pose. Reach your hands back by your feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the feet up. Stretch through the fingers. Lift through the legs. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, release. Drop an ear to the floor. Let your body rest for a moment. We'll take one more locust pose here. Return to center. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the feet. Lift as much as you can in this moment. May not be your biggest space. Maybe more of a stable space. You're trying to control the place that you're in to the best of your ability. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, release. Set the hands as you would to push back into your plank pose to downward facing dog or child's pose to downward facing dog. Do what serves you best here on the journey. Feel a bit stronger, a bit more stable in the space already. Body's feeling connected, feeling aware. Inhale, lift the right leg up and step right foot to right thumb. Rise onto your fingers, reach the chest out. And just hold here. Try and notice where your pelvis is. Stay strong in the left leg. Lean the heart forward a bit. And then reach your right hand out. Get long through the right arm. Bring your right hand down. Reach your left hand out. Long through the left fingers. Bring the left hand down. This is where it gets tough. Both hands will reach forward. Feel your foundation. Reach the hands out in front of you. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hands to floor. Shorten the stance as you need to. Drop the left heel down. Straighten the right leg. Triangle pose. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Peel the body open. Look up towards your left thumb if you would like. But just enjoy the space. Enjoy the position. Maybe triangle's not your favorite pose. What can you bring to it? Begin to just consider your own connection to the posture today. Both hands to the floor. Roll onto your left toes. Step the left foot further back. Bend the right knee deeper. So again, longest low lunge you can muster in this moment. Feel like your chest is perfectly parallel with the floor. Tailbone lifting slightly. Pelvis as square to the ground as you can be. And then we'll lift both hands up. It's going to be tough, but stick with it. Reach the hands out. Feel the legs strong, engaged, active, supporting you. Holding. Reaching. Breathing. Hands to the floor. Shorten the stance again. Triangle pose. Excellent work on that hold. Get long through the left hand. Push into the right big toe. Breathe into a lifted side body, side waist. Both hands to the floor. And step back into your downward facing dog. Feel the differences in your right and your left side. Push through the thumbs. Lift heels, bend knees. Step left foot up to left thumb. Rise onto your fingertips. Lean the chest forward. Again, strong in the right leg. Push through the left big toe. Hold your space here. And then reach your left hand out in front of you. Feel the entirety of the left foot anchoring down. Feel the right foot driving energy forward. Bring your left hand to the floor. Lift your right hand up. Reach your right hand out. Try and keep the weight center. It's going to want to lean to that left side. Try and not let that happen. Strong in the right leg. Keep reaching through the right fingers. Right hand to the floor. Sit firmly into your left heel. Drive through the right heel. Lean the chest out. Lift the lower belly. Both hands lift. You've got this. Try and feel your chest parallel with the floor. In fact, take your gaze just past the top of your mat, a foot or so. Try and stay long. Try and feel weight equally distributed between both feet. Of course, it's going to be so hard. The entirety of your leverage is leaning over the left leg, but fight to keep the right foot involved. Trust yourself to stay there. Hands to the floor. Excellent work. Shorten the stance. Straighten the left leg. Your triangle pose. Open the body. Right hand reaches up. And again, you can look down at your toes. You can look up towards your right fingers. Wherever you are, feel the left heel dragging back towards your right heel. Breathing into a more open side body. Coming into your own sense of clarity. Both hands to the floor. Bend your left knee. Wiggle the right foot back as much as you can. Look back at it for a moment and say, go a few inches further. Lean the left knee out. Bring your gaze back past the top line of your mat. Both hands will lift up at the same time. Deepest position. Feel your stability, feel your strength, feel rooted. This is a grounding practice. Reach your hands up. Feel firm in your position. Feel strong in your stance. Feel connected to who you are. You're not here for much longer. So be confident in it. Know that you can hold yourself here. Know that you can keep reaching, stabilizing, breathing. Fingers to floor. Find your triangle pose again, shortening the stance as you would like. You'll notice a bit more space as you come into it, opening the right arm. Pushing into the left heel, dragging it underneath you. Both hands to the floor. Step back into your downward facing dog. Push into the palms. Look long, lift heels, bend knees. Step or float feet to outside of hands. Inhale, find your active squat. Now feel the foundation, but with your chest lifted. Sit into the shape. Pull the knees out. Breathe. Feel ready. Feel connected. And can you just feel a bit more presence? Sit a little bit lower. Exhale, straighten legs. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, sit the hips down. Again, finding your active squat. Nice long spine. Pushing the palms together at the middle. Breathing with intention. Lean the body forward, sitting the hips back. Place the hands down. Step or float to your chaturanga. Hold it when you get there. Again, our stability practice, moving slow, being mindful, connected, cautious, purposeful, maybe even more so than cautious, trying to make everything precise, everything accurate. Rise to plank. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull the body through. Allow the softness after the stability. Downward, facing dog. Push into the palms, look long. Journey to active squat, stepping or floating. When you get there, rise into the pose. Feel the knees pulling apart, reach through the fingers. Nice lifted chest. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the hands up. Bring your hands back to heart center. Pivot the heels out. Bind the hands behind the back, right thumb on top of left, and fold down. Melt into the space. If you have the bind and you're trying to keep it, push the palms together to the best of your ability. Scan your forearms to your wrists and try and have long, uncreased wrists. See if you can be that focused, that connected to your body, to your own proprioception. Wherever you are, let it feel nice. Exhale, release. Bring your fingertips back to the floor. Step the feet to the middle. Step your left foot back. Drop the left knee down. Backstroke through the right hand. Catch the left foot. Kick and open. If it's natural for you to drop the left forearm to the floor, of course, feel free. But if that doesn't feel good to you today, again, don't worry about it. Release Ardha Hanuman half splits. Straighten the right leg. folding down. Bend your right knee. Push the top of the back left foot into the floor. Drive through the fingers, holding here. Or find your Chandrasana lunge. Lifting up, looking towards the space above you, wrapping the pinkies towards one another. Feel the magnetization, the electricity between them. Resist the ground with the left foot and continue to reach up and away. Exhale, release. Sit into your Ardha Hanuman half splits again. If you prefer the full splits, feel free to take it. It's always nice to give yourself a bit more isolated time in the half splits and specific practices, and this would be one of them. Let your body linger. Rise up slightly, pull the right foot underneath you, standing split, stepping up onto the right foot, lifting the left leg, or hopping into your handstand. Just give it a few hops if you would like. Again, not required at all. Wherever you are, you're there for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, both feet find the floor. Sit the hips low. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach your arms up to the sky. Let the hips sit just a bit further down. Rise onto the toes. Sit to the heels. Knees, triceps, knees. Pull the heart out. Place the hands down on the floor. Lean into the hands, crow pose. Heels chase the butt. Holding your space. Set the feet back down. Straighten the legs and melt. And step the right foot to the back of the mat. Drop the right knee down. Backstroke through the left arm, reaching for the outside of the right foot. Kick and twist, opening the chest. Notice if the breath can help you find some expansion. And again, if it's natural for you to drop the right forearm down to the floor, feel free. If you reach back and you can't quite catch the right foot yet, don't worry about it. Just keep squeezing the heel towards the butt for as much time as you can. That will begin to help you activate the hamstring, which will then begin to help you open up the front side of the leg in time. You're doing more work if you can't catch the foot. And sometimes we all have to do a bit more work. Sometimes some things aren't as natural for us as it is for other people. Beginning to embrace that and understand that helps us understand that other people have strengths and we have strengths, and we can find a balance and a marriage between those two so we can all support and help one another. Release half splits. Straighten the left leg. Fold over the left shin. Let the body get heavy, especially the chest and the skull. See if you can feel dropping over the left ankle. Find your squaring. Bend your left knee. Push the top of the right foot into the floor. Lift the right knee up off the ground. Holding your space. Pushing through the left big toe. And then, if you would like, lift the hands off the floor. Again, come in to your stability. Come into something that's central. Right? You're not reaching too far out. You're not reaching too far back. Begin to explore, looking up. Begin to stretch the pinkies behind you as they reach towards one another. Feel that energy from the left heel, from the right foot, reaching away. And release. Again, find your Ardha Hanuman half splits. Fold over the left leg. you want the full splits, as on the first side, if you took it there, of course take it there. I say this often, but nothing is symmetrical in life. So it's always nice to try and search for some symmetry in yoga, search for some balance. Bend the left knee. Bring your hands to the floor. Standing splits or handstand, whatever feels good to you. Just 5 breaths. You're there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1. Feet to the floor. Sit all the way down to the ground. Roll onto your back. Bring the right knee into the chest. Let the left leg go long. And easy twist. Right knee drops over to the left side. Right shoulder gets heavy. Feel yourself unwinding. Feel yourself dropping in, letting go. Melting, moving away from effort. Two more breaths. And switch your side. Let the right leg go free. Bring the left knee into the chest. And twist to your right side. A light pull of the right hand on the left leg. Settling down, a grounding. Two more breaths. And twist back to center. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And just sink in. After a more focused and strict practice, it's nice to move away from control. So instead of trying to control your thoughts or control your breathing, just let them move freely. When a thought comes up in your mind, watch it, observe it, and then just let it go. Don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it, don't attach yourself to it. Just see it, embody it for the moment, and then let it be free. Feel the expansion of your consciousness as you begin to drift away from your attention. As always, thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.